It's the HipHopGamer show. What it is, hip-hop.
So the first thing before I just can answer what I wanted to say is just to come to the point what you just said. Creating, I had a huge respect to make a movie based on a game, because there's so much really not good and bad stuff out there, which just didn't work out based on a game. And I had a lot of respect to bring this to life. And now that's the reason why I was really studying this game. I was playing the game, and I was really trying to find out what's the DNA of the game, what the gamers like about this game, and what is, and how can I bring my personal vision into the characters and to make it a great movie, you know? And I wanted that not just the fans are seeing the movie, I wanted that also the other 50% of the people who don't even know the game, that they also love this movie because it's a great story and great characters. Yeah. So that was the challenge for me.
You know what? First off, it's your boy HipHopGamer. Oh, you can look at me too, and then we're gonna go back and forth, so like that, cause like, you know what I'm saying. So first off, it's your boy HipHopGamer, Hot 97 BET. The first thing I want to say is that passion. Did you hear that passion? That's what life is all about when you're creating. I love it. My main question for you is, in terms of your expertise in terms of making movies, now that you made a movie based off a game, would you ever consider being a director for a game and taking that to the next level? What's up with that?
That's an interesting question. I never thought of that. I mean, games are becoming so huge, right? I mean, and the challenge is enormous. Actually, I was never thinking about it, but it's a very, very good question, because yes, to bring it, what I tried to do, to answer your question in a reverse first, what I tried to do is, there's the game. I tried not to copy the game. I tried to bring the movie, which is based on the game, that this movie is like the next level, right? When we now turn it around and try to, this what we learned from the movie, what I did with the movie, when you would try to bring this back in the game now. So it means you need to bring something, you need to bring emotionality, you need to bring a real story beat, you need to bring real characters. That's challenging, but it's when I think about it, it's a beautiful challenge, but it's not so easy to answer the question completely right now. It's
not so good. Now, because my thing is, because you're creative, I would want to know, what game would you want to make? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that'd be crazy to see movie directors make games in that same respect. Now, my next question is, how do you go about choosing the people to bring your vision to life? I think that is extremely difficult when you have the casting. And Ruben Friend, he killed it. It was, I mean, they all killed it, you know. But when you play as this character, yo, it was crazy and it was brutal. I love how brutal it was. There was this one part where like the thing closed on him, and then like all the blood came down to shoot. I was like, shout out to my man PS Nation. I grabbed them, man. It was, you had me at the edge of my seat. So how do you go about, you know, what made them the ones that you chose, and bringing that brutality and everything to life?
I mean, what I can tell you is, when you look at Rupert Friend, look at his eyes. I was looking for somebody who has this cold eyes, and I wanted to know what's going on behind this cold eyes. What is there? Is there something left? Otherwise, it's just it's you don't care, you know. Yeah. And I really wanted that there is this stoic, this cold part, but he has to play it so subtle in everything what he's doing. And I think what was really challenging is to create this action pieces, but at the same time I wanted really character-driven scenes and characters you care for. And it was very nice. Yesterday, a fan came to me and said, thank you so much for what he said, creating the first game-based emotional action thriller. Ooh. Which I think was kind of cool. It's really amazing. which kind of hits the nail for me. And that's what I'm coming from a pretty emotional side in my work, what I was doing before. Yeah. And that was so challenging for me, is how can I bring this badass character to life, but that I still care for? Because there's one thing. You don't love 47. You don't hate 47. What I wanted is that you understand him.
Oh, okay. And, you know, I'm so glad you said that, because in life, sometimes that's all you really need, understanding. Because everybody's not going to agree with everybody. There's always going to be differences. But as long as there's understanding, then there's respect, and that's still a part of humanity. Now that we're talking about humanity, because that was one of the big things in the movie that I really loved. I gotta ask you, directed this movie and seeing this, have you ever took anything from a movie, even though it's make believe and it's, you know, you creating it, but have you ever took something from a movie and applied it to yourself in real life to help better you as a person? Because I think that humanity standpoint in this movie can actually help somebody grow as a person in real life from watching a movie. Do you, as a director, get that same type of energy to better yourself as a person?
I mean, you remember this line, which is first Katja von D saying when she's talking to her father on the bridge, when she's saying, "We determine who we are by what we do," and that he is repeating this line at the very end of the movie when he looks at her, and so he learns something from her. And to answer your question is, we determine who we are by what we do. I think this is something I'm always looking for things everybody can somehow understand and feel, you know, when you just take this line, and it's a big line, you know, it's that you're not influenced by others or how you are. It's just you are the person with this what you do, and that's what I definitely took also from my personal life into this movie, and I hope that other people that you can learn something small out of it, you know. It's a genre movie, it's not this is right, I mean, it's so I just hate stupid movies. And I want to create something which is
I gotta get at him right now. Now you gotta hold the belt for this one. You gotta hold the belt. You gotta pass the belt. Yeah, you don't say you gotta hold it up. Oh yeah, hell yeah, it's heavy. Well, you got muscles just like me. So now check this out. Now here's one of my main questions. I hear you say that a lot. You can't stand stupid movies, and I love how open you are about that because you're passionate about this culture of creating. Name one or two movies that you feel is real stupid and probably what you would have did to make it hot.
Whoa.
Shots fired. Is HipHopGamer. You already know how we go, baby. Hot 97 BET. We live.
Oh my god, really stupid movies.
At least one.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Really, I mean, really.
There's a lot.
I mean, really, really bad movies. God, there's. I cannot answer this question. I need to think. I don't just come like really. I think I try not to watch these stupid movies. You know, it's like when, just to answer it this way. I mean, when there are movies, for example, we love the action in this movie one, okay? Right. But if there's just action without any sense, it's just boring.
Yeah, just rampant nonsense with no substance. Yeah. All right, cool. I get that. So 2 more questions, then we gonna wrap it up. My next question, and I know you played the game and you studied the character, but now that you walked into this uncharted territory of playing the game, seeing the character, you have E3, all these big conventions, you got Comic-Con, like just the whole culture. Do you see yourself doing this again, probably with another game if the opportunity is brought to you, since this has been like, you know, something very passionate for you from what I see talking to you and looking into your eyes? What's up?
I mean, it depends. I always need to see something in this character. So when there would be another game and I see something really challenging, how to bring this character to life, and I'm interested, of course. But the first thing what I'm going to do has nothing to do with games. It's going to be a sci-fi film with Lionsgate. So it's going to be something completely. It's a completely different genre. So
can you give us some insight on that?
No way. I mean, it was said already. I mean, you can read it online that I'm working. This is again what I love are contrasts. Something which, first of all, it seems to be impossible. Like also Agent 47. It was for me, how much humanity can we, or how much humanity are you allowing him that you don't lose the audience that he's still a badass character, right? And that's this contrast I wanted to create is also in my next movie. It's a very emotional story between an alien and a human being.
Wow.
Okay.
Yo, I love you, man. Like, I really do, man. I love talking to you, man. This is crazy. I check it out for the last question, man. Grand finale question and stuff like that. And I think every time I talk to people, I always I want my fans to engage with the person behind the creativity. So I gotta ask you, man, what made you decide to become, you know, a creator of films and you know, a movie director? What made you do it? What's something that happened in your life where you was at a point where it's like, I gotta do something with my life and this was it? What was that emotional moment that led you to the success you have today?
I want to make people feel. I want to show people I love to tell stories where you see what it's worth living for. Okay, so and also, you know, that's why for me this arc was so important of Agent 47, who's starting from this badass character, but step by step she's changing him, and she's asking these questions, what I said before in the press conference, and at the end he's still this cold character, but when Diana's asking second target 47 and he's just throwing away this phone, and he turns around, and this moment Katja van Dies raises the gun, and you see that he's naked now, right? And also, you know, these kind of things which are beautiful. Remember when he's with Sanders in his interrogation room?
Yes.
Are you loving, or what is he exactly saying? Do you love your children enough to die for them? Look at the back. He's exactly answering this question at the very end to her. That's what her father did for her. So I love to create movies when you watch it also a second time, that you can discover this kind of thing sometimes. I'm happy you like it.
Yo, I give you a hug, man. I don't care. I need a hug, man. I need a hug. This is amazing,
cool.
man. Seriously, like your work is incredible. It's classic, and to see you take a game to the big screen like this, like, yo, anything that you do, I want to support it, man. Seriously, I mean that from my heart, man. Seriously, thank you so much.